Hey guys, I'm just coming to share with you how I made a bouffant style surgical cap or chef hat or bonnet style cap for you to wear to the workplace or similar locations. So keep watching. The supplies you will need are a measuring tape, some scissors, some elastic, some pins, and about a half a yard of fabric. And I'll show you the measurements that I used on the following screen, and you can choose to make the square bigger if you want a bigger cap size. So I'm just going to be cutting out my pieces according to the measurements that I just showed you on the previous screen. And if you want to use markings with like chalk and stuff like that, you can definitely do that. I decided to kind of eyeball everything, and because I felt comfortable with that. But again, you can choose to use pens and chalk and all that good stuff if you feel more comfortable, and it'll give you a more precise cut and measurement. So what I'm doing here is just folding my strip in half and sewing it along the open side. So basically this is making a casing for your elastic. So you want to, like I said, fold it in half, hot dog style, and then you want to pin along to hold it together. And then you're going to sew along the open edge, but you're going to leave a little bit of room between the opening and the stitch. And you want to make it big enough for your elastic. And here I'm just showing you that you're going to be sewing along the open edge. So you see I have a little bit of excess left. Next we're going to be putting the elastic inside, and I'm just using a safety pin to kind of wiggle it through. And you can choose to pin the end of the elastic to the side that you inserted it in so that you don't lose it. But if you decide not to pin it, just keep an eye on the other end to make sure you don't pull it all the way through. And once you get the elastic through, you want to take the safety pin out and then sew the elastic even with the edge. And I'm just pinning it to keep it in place. So basically line up the elastic with the edge of the fabric and then sew it to keep it in place. Once that's in place, you want to attach it to your headband piece. So you're going to make sure that the open ends of the elastic casing and then the opening of the other headband piece are on the same side. So folds together and openings together. And then you want to sew that together on both ends. And then your headband piece is complete. Next, you want to take your square piece and fold it in fours to make a smaller square so you can cut out your circle. Mine is measuring 9 inches. And like I said, you can definitely choose to make it bigger if you want. Like if you have longer hair and you want to stuff more hair in your cap, you definitely want to make your square a little bit bigger. And this would be a good time to kind of use a marker or some chalk to keep your line straight. Because as you can see, I'm going to eyeball it, and mine did not turn out as a nice of a circle as it could have. I was being a little bit lazy. So then you want to open that up and then find your middles in all 4 quadrants of mine, because I didn't make a complete circle. But you want to basically find the middle up and down and straight across and kind of give it a little snip, or you can pin it just so you know where your middle is. Don't make it too big though. Next, you want to decide which side you want as the top of your hat, and then in the 2 top quadrants you want to do 4 pleats in each. So you have a total of 8 pleats across the front. And then once you pin all of your pleats together, you just want to go to the sewing machine and make a straight stitch to keep those pleats in place. And try to make them even. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. Next, we're going to attach the headband. So you want to find the middle of the top of your headband, which is the bigger piece. Find the middle and attach it to the little snip or where you pin the middle on the top of your cap. And then you want to pin halfway down to your second marking on each side. And then take that to the sewing machine and sew those sides together. So pin down to your halfway mark on each side. And if you did good measurements, the end where the elastic and the fabric headband piece meet should also be where your middle is on each side. I hope that makes sense. So then you want to find the back of your cap, the middle where you made your mark or pinned, and then you want to find the middle of your elastic headband piece, and then put those together and attach them with your pins, and then take that to the sewing machine and sew them together. And you do want to pull your elastic as you're sewing. And then this is what it looks like all sewn together. And as you can see, if you have a lot of hair, you want to make your cap bigger. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm just going to try it on for you guys. Thanks for watching.